And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League over on X, Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe. We do appreciate that. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. BeerMe, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. How about yourself?
I have been mid-yawn. I am so tired. We had our... We always talk before we record these. It's 9:29, so a little late. I'm playing Battlefield, and the mission was long. And we always talk a little bit, and sometimes it's like a half hour when we talk and such. But it was like 2 minutes because we got a lot of show. We got to jump in, and I'm tired. I am so drained, so tired. Work has been just running me ragged, and it's all good, but it's just like weekend, please. So we got a Sunday wrestling show from Paris, and it's a long weekend as well. So I got Monday off. So who cares if it's Sunday afternoon? And it's all good. How about you, though? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. The weather's good. I'm not sick. I am a little tired, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, life's going good, so can't complain.
I am worried I'm getting sick. I've been stuffy nose, sniffly, sneezy last couple days. Just like last time I covered for someone. It's been a hell of a summer. But August 31st is Sunday, and it will end, and then Labor Day comes, and we've got fall. That's
Yeah.
where my brain's at. What's after summer? Fall. But it went by that quick, so here we are. Forbidden Door is what we just had from the FPL. We do have basically those results to look at, as well as Heatwave, and then Clash in Paris matches to announce. That's it. Like, we don't even have to announce that we have to go home for that. There's nothing new. We're just going to talk these results and go from there. So, before I fall over, Bearme, let's dive in. How about it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Cam Popplestone at Forbidden Door did defeat BJH Bowman. And actually, let's just rewind 1 second, please. Thank you to everybody who did come in from elsewhere into the FPL for Forbidden Door, BJH Bowman being one of them. And you'll see a bunch of names here as we go through once again. There are a few names that stuck around for Heatwave, and a few more, I believe, sticking around for Clash in Paris as well. All are welcome. Your foot's in the Forbidden Door, and I hope you like what you saw with things going. And we can't do this without you. It's literally a case of I love how we have history, like our WrestleMania history of who was the main event and who's this, but then by the numbers for the Rumble is so awesome because we have 5 years of those. But now we have 3 or 4 years of Forbidden Doors. So we have people coming back again, and we have history established, like Too Rare, Mad Cat, FDS. I faced him twice now at Forbidden Doors, and I've only ever faced him at Forbidden Doors. So it's just really cool to have stuff like that and have history over time happen. It's like when like the real Forbidden Door, and then suddenly here comes Hiroshi Tanahashi. It's like, hey, here he is. It's that kind of thing. It's really, really cool that people are willing to jump in and do that. So thank you to everybody who did take part in that, including BJH Bowman, who I'm going to spin this back towards FPL. I do believe this is one of the few times the FPL person has won in the main event of Forbidden Door. Because Cam Popplestone did
Yeah.
beat BGH Bowman. Because I know Mad Cat beat CJ Hawk, and I do forget the other
Yep.
two offhand. But I don't like. It stood out to me, like, oh, Cam won. That's an FPL person. That's how my brain's thinking it. Where I don't think we won all of them, so it's kind of funny. So Cam did get that win over Bowman. Beermate, you also won. Actually, the first four matches here, it's all us winning. Beerme, you did win over Jericho Starks with the Beerme special of 1 point, retaining the FPW Level Up Championship in a submission match. You were scared because I think you had Cope and Christian versus Killswitch and Sabian. That was your 1 pointer, right?
It was.
Which was the first
And it
match.
opened the
so
show.
it was like, uh-oh, that could have been over right then and there, but you're good to go there. Red did retain the 420 title over Too Rare. Jackson Myrtle did defeat Damon Blackwell. But then the Killer Zeus, Theodore Dr. Zeus Geisel, who is sticking around a little bit, Sheriff Dog, who is FPL, Angela Grace, and Mad Cat. Angela, former FPL, and Mad Cat has been for Forbidden Doors. Beat Gold Rush. That's the FPL European Grand Prix champion, Atlas Kiyama, and the FPL Global Triad champions, Will Colt, Jonathan C.T. Martin, and Luke Gray. So two champions fell in this, and it was 184 to 175. It was a bit of a crazy situation there. We have things continuing with Lucifer and Guy Forrest defeating Mac and Cheese and Jersey Devil. Supreme Ox Open Invitation Hardcore Door non-title match challenge, because he was he is still the FPL American champion. I think he got the lowest score actually with 9, but Etun beat Kaiher, Hunter Williams, James Lethal, and Supreme Rock. Nair beat Ralentando. Daisy Nolan and Jonathan Monroe did defeat the Call of the Kaiju, Mark Harper, and the Gaffer. And Team IWP, Hans and Jack Suave. We did have a no-show, so there was a match shifted because there was another team on that originally. Tarsine did defeat Aiden Mack. Epico beat Nayara. Epico was part of the four-way, so we had to pull Epico out. Morgan Clare beat Captain Cook's Blackwell. I beat FDS by 2 points, and it came down to Watson Rules. And I made that challenge for Watson Rules because we were 44 even, going through bonuses. I only got one right, Persephone being pinned. And that's the one that mattered because that was the one that came up. So I won that, thank God. Keeping my run going. Broken Earth and Hiroshima Moses went to a no contest. James Blake beat Bane the Bissa. And this, I believe, is pre-show stuff, so there's no more outsiders. But Bastion beat Monkey Bong. Dietrich Cyrus beat Kevin Dynamite. Team Hardcore, Eddie, Chairshot, Wood, and Pacino beat The Light of the Cult. Danny, The Light Jordison, and Kurt Cult. Matt Zion beat Memories. The GMSG beat El Cid. So I think FBU won everything, if I'm not mistaken. We'll come back to that.
Yes.
Boone Jaw versus Orsello versus Eli went to a no contest. 3G Platinum beat Camicat. X beat The Arbiter. JJ Rocky beat Wookie. Papa Snooch beat Omega G. And Rab beat CM Carlito. And there's a bunch of achievements here. We potentially have a couple, like Angela Grace winning the fifth tag match, which just happens to be a thing, and having 25th appearance. So Angela Grace, who hadn't been around for a while, had won 4 tag matches and been in 24 matches, so it was like 1 match shy from achievement. So boom, there it is. It's fun. But scrolling back up, I do want to point out something that was really funny that I got to do. Lucifer and Guy Forrest versus Mac and Cheese and Jersey Devil. Obviously, Hell's Kitchen broke up, Lucifer and Mac and Cheese. So Guy Forrest and Jersey Devil came in as like partners to assist in the battle. And I didn't want to take away from the inevitable one-on-one, so Lucifer and Mac and Cheese were never legally in the match. They never tagged in. It was all Guy Forrest and Jersey Devil. And I was like, yeah, that's fun. So little things like that we got to have fun with. And there's a lot more in there. Like I made my match with FDS very technical. I know there's some crazy, crazy stuff in here across the board. Please check this out. I know for a lot of people in their leagues, I know the results and write-ups might not be the same as what you guys have. Please check out how ours are and how they go. For you guys who have been here a few times, you can see it. You know what's what. But here they are. It's a full detailed situation with a full breakdown of storylines, stuff in between, like Epico and stuff. Cinch missed out, so he had no partner, so he went on a solo match instead. Lots of stuff here, including people that, like I said, are new to the FPL style, so we write them in and be like, it's Joe Hendry at WrestleMania. It's that kind of thing. So it's super fun. It's honestly, the Rumble is my absolute favorite because the Rumble is amazing, but this show is probably one of my favorite things of just being able to write new people coming in with history and how does that interact. So please go check it out, guys. It's a lot of fun stuff in there. Any comments on it, BeerMe? Because I just talked the whole goddamn thing as I open a can of pop here. What were your thoughts with Forbidden Door?
I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, it's cool to see everybody from the different leagues come together for one show. So, thank you to everybody. And yeah, I was very shocked at some of the scores, but I shouldn't have been because you just never know who's gonna do really well and who's not because you don't really have scouting reports on some of these people. So,
and yet you start to, because we know, like I said, Mad Cat won our very first main event. Oh, okay. Well, he's that's threat. Red was facing 2 Rare. Well, I faced 2 Rare and we went to no contest. Or he beat me twice, I think. Like, I could not beat him. FDS, I faced him once before, so we got to run that back. And I even referenced the old match, got his new sign-up stuff, so we were doing callbacks to things that he doesn't even do anymore, but that's part of the fun. Like, so I do that too. So it's a lot of fun to be able to do that kind of stuff. It's like when you saw CM Punk come out in ROH gear back in AW, right? It's that kind of thing. It's like, oh, wow, that's a deep pull. So also... with the Jersey Devil and who was it? Jersey Devil and I need to see the name here.
Guy Forrest.
Guy Forrest. Guy Forrest put he's obsessed with the number 4. I apologize to Guy Forrest for taking liberties with what I could do with that. But he has things like the phenomenal forearm, the figure 4, the 444.4 instead of 450 splash. That's what he names things. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna run with that and have him be obsessed with 4 because he said so in his thing. So at one point he goes to these punches, the random punches, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he was like, yeah. Then he hit up 5, and he's like, no. And he made him do 4 again. It's like, no, only. But then he's like, only chant 4. So there was every time he hit 4, 4, 4. I don't know. I took liberties, but like that's the kind of stuff I would do with it. So I hope I'm in run with it. It's the fun stuff. But yeah. And my dog Miley has come over to say hi. Hi, sweetie. You're a good girl. Yeah, you just wait, puppy dog. You just wait. We got matches to talk about. With Heatwave because we got more results. So Heatwave is an NXT show. Took place after because Forbidden Door was in the afternoon from London. Heatwave. We had the European title and trios titles on the line. Nothing else specifically. And both champions retained. Oh, excuse me. Why'd I say that? The champions that did retain were the Triad. So the Global Triad Championship were retained by Gold Rush. They lost the Outsiders, but did defeat Team Hardcore, which was the Arbiter, Pushino, and Matt Zion. Eddie Cherishawwood did not get his picks in. He no-showed that one, unfortunately. So Matt Zion, who was part of Team Hardcore in the 4-man group, did sub in. It was 47-9, but that's Hardcore, so like negatives impact you and such. But the GMSG did defeat Atlas Kiyama. And I think it was damn near a lock after the first match, and then more so when we knew who was tagging first with Hank and Tank. It was like, oh, the points are just there. But GMSG, I said this going in, he came into 2025 as the Canadian champion. He didn't win it this year, but he held it. He then would win the American Championship as well as the Triad Championship and now the European Championship. If you count the past 12 months, he did win the American Championship and Canadian Championship during that time frame. And you have to go back a little bit more than that for the tag title. So he's almost got every title in 1 year except for the World. And if he wants calendar year, he's got December 31st World's End coming up. But he's the European champion now. FBU finally got that one. You guys had trouble getting that belt. And this is NXT, so this exercised a lot of demons in that, where he got the Euro for FBU at NXT. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm scrolling to find you. Here you are. You did lose to the Call of the Kaiju, though, BeerMe. You, Bash, and a Broken Nerd, the Bees, did lose to Surf Dog, Mark Harper, and the Gaffer. Call of the Kaiju. Again, it's a triad match on a house show. Doesn't really matter, but it's bragging rights, and I think honestly that does impact things going forward because I mean those guys need challengers, so we'll see what happens from there. But scrolling back up a little bit, we do have the non-title match with the World Champ and the American Champ. A 1-point difference, but Red did defeat Supreme Rock 18-17, and then Captain Cooler's Black Wheel did defeat Bane the Bissa 28-20. El Cid beat Memories, Danny Jordison, and Orstello into no contest, which is good for Danny. Not gonna lie, that I wish he won it. No knock on Orstello, but Orstello's tough opponent. Danny needs wins like this. He doesn't. A loss would have been worse, is what I kind of mean. He lost, but he didn't lose. Okay. I beat Eli in the non-title match. It was not Watson rules or for the Canadian title, so I got him there. Another no contest. JJ Rocky did go 16-16 with Kurt Cult. Kevin Dynamite. Hold on. The Light of the Cult went to a no contest in their singles matches. Huh. That's weird. Okay. Kevin Dynamite did defeat Papa Snooch. Haley Blackbriar did defeat Cam Popplestone. Ralantando beat Kaiher. You are returning, Kaiher. I'm remembering. But you lost. I'm sorry. Mac and Cheese beat Hiroshi Moses, which that's crazy considering Money in the Bank there with Hero, who did not cash in as of yet. Still not cashed in. Jackson Myrtle beat Lucifer. Jonathan Monroe and Rab went to no contest. It was no contest to show. Morgan Clare, still sticking around, beat Jack Swavey, another name there. Hunter Williams beat X. Wookie beat Daisy Knoll, which is huge. Daisy, former world champ, doesn't lose often. 3J Platinum beat James Blake. That's huge, because James Blake is, I still say, one of the best out there. So, goddamn 3J, he's on his game. Aiden Mack beat Jut Jut. Boone Jaw beat Monkey Bonk. Kamikat and Omega G went to a, say it with me, no contest, which I think is his first non-loss. and he's yet to win. So Omega G's trying to find himself. He's still working on that. And CM Carlito beat Leon Road. I'm not trying to say that one yet. We're not sure. Leon RD, and it's a small D, so Leon Road is what I would think, but it could be it's probably just Leonard. I'm not going to lie. It's probably just Leonard, but we'll find out. I'm sure Sheriff Dog will let me know. I think he knows him, so. Or if he doesn't, he'll find out. So, but I'm pretty sure that's probably just Leonard, so I'm going to say Leonard. But I like Leon Road. He did make his debut. GMSG got the Euro title, and Cap got his match night honors for the 5th time. I don't think I've gotten that yet. God. But there are details, once again, with the write-ups here, so please check that stuff out. We do put a lot of work in that one. Again, shout out to CT, Red, and myself. It's weird to shut myself out, but we do the write-ups for these. We're working on Clash ones right now, and it's a lot of fun. You have ideas for those, including for Survivor Series, Rumble, or Mania. Let us know. We're working towards that stuff, and we book backwards, so if it's a case of we got something going towards Mania, well, we'll want to put the seeds here, there, and everywhere, right? Like, you've seen Unreal. You know how it works, so that's the idea. But let's keep going, BeerMe. Boom, boom, boom. Clash in Paris is this weekend. And I didn't have the Heatwave graphic. There it is, but there's Clash in Paris. So, Clash in Paris, BeerMe. Here we go. Now, the world title, actually a bunch of titles are on the line. The world title is being defended. Red versus Detrick Cyrus. Do you see a new champion in Detrick, or do you think Red is going to take it? I think Red's taking it. I'm biased, but Detrick, this is the kind of match that you'd see a new champion. It just feels like, yep, right place, right time for him. I could absolutely see people thinking that, but I'm going with Red. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Anu. I'm going to go with Detrick Cyrus.
Okay. How about the tag titles? Tornado Tag, which is how the reaction, it was called Gold Rush, won the Triad titles and how they've kept them. But now they're they're challenging against Kings of the Ring, Bash and Brooklyn Nerd. I know you're biased. I like this being their stip. I think the Reaction are going to take the titles back.
I have to disagree with you, Scott.
I mean, you're biased.
Pick FBU.
So
I am
fair.
biased. I am biased.
How about the next one, though? Canadian Championship, me versus Monkey Bong. Watson rules. Monkey Bong.
God.
I haven't put this in the write-up. I'll say this flat out. Despite the fact that Red retained over Monkey Bong, and we took the Triad titles off of him, health code violation, he's still a super dangerous threat and could ruin my Toronto homecoming. So, don't take him lightly, but we've kind of beaten him a bit. So, odds are he'd win this, but I don't know. Paris looks like a weird card. I'm iffy on it. What's your thoughts? Watson rules is dangerous because the odds of bonuses are really, really rare.
The heart says Monkey Bong, but you've been on a roll, so I'm going to pick you.
Okay. The Tournament of Killers does kick off. A block is a Louvre hardcore non-title match because it does have the American champion himself, Supreme Rock, against Aiden Mack. Who's your pick?
Aiden Mack.
As I have a fluff in my mouth. Excuse me. You have Aiden Mack, not the American champion.
I always pick Aiden Mack. I don't know. That's just like my guy. So.
That's fair. I like the idea of this upset because I like the idea that whoever wins really faces the champ. So
I want Supreme Rock to kind of win it because that'll kind of solidify him a little bit going forward because he just won this. He was the dark horse to winning this.
Yep.
So I kind of want him to move on as well, but I usually always pick Aiden Mack. Okay. So.
Well, how about in B block? It's an Eiffel Tower hardcore match, non-title as well because it has our European champion, the GMSG, versus the Arbiter. Not that you're biased on that one.
Yeah, I'm a little. Oh man, yeah, I kind of am, but
I'm picking GMSG.
Yeah, I'm gonna go GMSG as well, but
Back to A block, it's Catacombs hardcore match, Eli versus Pushino. I think Eli's got it.
I'm gonna go with Eli as well.
All right, and back to B. Notre Dame hardcore match, Bane the Bissa versus Mark Harper. Yes, these will be cinematic matches in these locations: the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, the Paris Catacombs, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. Don't burn it down, Bane. Mark, don't do it.
I'm gonna go with Mark Harper.
I'm picking Bane. I figured you'd go Mark though. All right. The tag titles will have new number one contenders. It will be either Catharsis, Kyer and Haley Blackbriar, who are returning, yes, or Daisy Noel and Jonathan Monroe. I'm kind of looking at Catharsis now. They've swayed me a little bit because I just like this is like the upset match because it seems like Daisy and Monroe they're a team to beat, which is why I think they will get beat. Who you got?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Catharsis as well,
Okay.
but it's tough. That's a tough match. But yeah.
Well, here's another one: Mac and Cheese versus Lucifer.
Oh
It's
man.
happening 1-on-1. Now who won? We got to go back. Who won the tag? It was Lucifer with Guy Forrest. So I almost think Mac and Cheese, who beat James Blake at Heatwave. No, he didn't. He beat. Where'd he go? Hiroshi Moses at Heatwave. I'm going Mac. I'm going Mac on that one. I see the momentum for him. Well, who did Lucifer face at Heatwave? Hold on. He lost to Jackson Myrtle by a point, but Mac beat Hero by one. And if they face each other, though, Lucifer would have beaten Mac because he had 23 points versus Mac's 21. They're so evenly matched. No contest.
They are.
Officially.
I'm gonna go with Lucifer.
I'm looking at Mac. Okay, so that should be good. Mr. Money in the Bank, Hiroshi Moses is facing Will Colt. I'm picking Will.
I'm gonna go with Hero.
I think the momentum's off of Hero right now. Not that he needs it. That's kind of why. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
all right, we got the kickoff show of BeerMe. You are facing Atlas Kiyama.
No, man. Well, I'm kind of biased here.
Yeah, I figured. I'm picking Atlas.
Oh, well, I mean,
It's a weird
might as
show.
well. I mean,
It's a weird show. That's yeah. Ralentando
That is true. It
versus
is a weird
Orstella.
show.
I got Ralentando. Most of these we announced last week, but we're kind of going through it again.
I'm gonna go with Orstella.
Okay.
Actually,
Hunter Williams versus Jackson Myrtle.
Jackson.
Same. Momentum. Eddie Chairshot Wood versus Scherf Dog. Kind of leading Scherf on that. Excuse me.
I'm gonna go with Eddie.
Okay. Cam Popplestone versus JJ Rocky.
Oh man. Cam.
All right. Theodore Dr. Zeus Geisel versus Payne. I didn't pick. Sorry, Cam. Geisel versus Payne.
Give me the doctor.
Kind of like that too. I like the new return getting momentum. So yeah. X versus Morgan Claire. Same deal. I'm going Morgan on that. No offense, X, but
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. She swept the weekend, so ride the momentum.
El Cid versus Cammy Cat. I think El Cid.
I'm gonna go with Cammy.
Okay. Monster Mash, Boonjaw and Wookie versus the Light of the Cult. Danny the Light Jordison and Kurt Cult. I got the Light.
Light?
Yep. You didn't sound sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the light.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the light.
Captain Cooley's Blackwell versus James Blake versus Jut Jut. I think Blake has this. We had this reaction last week. It's the WrestleMania rematch plus Jut Jut. I got James Blake.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. I'm gonna pick Cap.
How about Jack Swabby versus the Gaffer?
Jack.
I kind of think so too. Just the newcomer. Kevin Dynamite versus Memories. I got Kevin.
Kevin.
Matt Zion versus Papa Snooch. Matt, I don't ever pick against Matt. I probably should. It's Paris, so it's only 5 matches. But
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Matt as well.
3J Platinum versus CM Carlito. I'm picking 3J.
3J.
Rab versus Omega G. I got Rab.
Rab.
And then question marks, because there surely will be more from there. But that's it, guys. That's all we got. But then, yeah, WrestlePalooza, we're doing it. It's there. It's coming. There will be matches. We do have the tournament continuing there. And then All Out also. That's in Canada. Woo! I World Championships there, but so is the Canadian. I got to beat Monkey Bong. But yes, there's a lot more coming up. We got All Out, No Mercy, Crown Jewel, Bound for Glory, Wrestle Dream, Halloween Havoc, Full Gear, Survivor Series, World's End. Yes, they announced a bunch of stuff. We have dates. Here we go. So be ready for it, guys. Clash in Paris is 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, August 31st. It is a 2-hour countdown, they've said. Not 3, thank God. But that does mean it's a noon countdown, so an 11 o'clock a.m. deadline. The picks page is not out yet because it will be out after SmackDown on Friday because there's more than 24 hours being a Sunday show. So the picks page, I don't have the link yet, even though it's Thursday night. After everything, check it out on Friday after SmackDown. It'll be there available to you. Get your picks in. It is the main show. Get your picks in time for, like I said, like 11 a.m. on Sunday, which is so weird. But there we go. Anything else you want to say, BeerMe, before we go?
Thank you to everybody that showed up at Forbidden Door, and for those that are sticking around, we'll see you this weekend. For everybody else, we'll see you this weekend. Get your picks in and come join us in live event.
Yes, we'll be there, ready to go. And from my dog Miley, who's been here the whole time, getting head scratches, very, very good girl. Thanks again, guys. This is the Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on X, Frontline Prediction League on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Please do check it out. Also, obviously, do check out Top of the Card on wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify, iTunes, whichever it is, wherever. We're on all of it, but it is Top of the Card Pod on X. We have celebrated our 100th episode and recorded 101. That will be coming soon. Please check that stuff out as well. We do appreciate that one. It's a lot of fun. We're talking real wrestling, so the actual stuff that's going on. So, yeah. But for this stuff, keep an eye out for the results. They hopefully will be out like Sunday afternoon because we're working hard on it, and then we'll be able to relax until the next show, which is WrestlePalooza September 20th. So like damn near a full month between shows. Good to relax and just watch stuff, and it'll be good. So yeah. We'll leave it there, guys. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.